You can do this with voice, you can do it with dress, you can do it with body language, yeah? Asserting a confident image, but it starts with how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, and how you use your voice as well. And don't come over here with the 4A self. Ain't talking to no 4A. When I said the girl's boring, mate. You make sure you look so bad. The baby hair that you guys do does not look good. What are you gonna do? Work in retail for the rest of your life?
I find that really annoying. Yes, I am naked.
It seems to be the same things that keep coming up with introverts. This is the comment that we are addressing in this video today. So I asked you guys, I said, dear black introverts, help me pick my next video topic. And in that comment, there's a lady called 80s Girl. How to be a lone wolf when a pack attacks. Meaning, being a loner, you are susceptible to groups of people banding together to make your life hell. I need to say something. Okay, so she said loner. I assume she was talking about introvert, which is not the same thing. A loner and an introvert is not technically the same thing. But I'm going to answer this question as though she's an introvert. She might think she's a loner and be an introvert, or she might be an introvert and think she's an introvert and be a loner, or she might be traumatized from life. We don't know. But I'm going to answer this question as though she's an introvert, because actually it's very similar. The treatment that she gets and the scenarios still apply to us. And then she elaborates. It's not so much needing physical self-defense, more social. I think being a lone wolf or introvert, you are like a blank canvas. You don't give out much information, and that can scare people like the unknown darkness. They can think you are rude and uptight, etc. Not only that, people can paint a picture of you, paint a picture of who you are, and fill in the blank canvas. This can be both positive and negative opinion. This can create a situation of people who've never spoken to you, viewing you in a negative light based on what someone else has said about you. Furthermore, being a loner, you don't really care if you're part of a group or not. If you click with people, cool, but I don't need to. However, this can leave you as a target. I'll give you an example. When I started working at my old job, there was a girl who was being bullied by the other co-workers. They were isolating her, being passive aggressive, trying to get her into trouble. We spoke and she cried about the situation, which I could also see happening. I hugged her, I let it be known without saying that I wasn't going to join in, that I was cool with the girl and had no problem with her, even though they were trying to convince me otherwise. The horrible thing was that this girl did care about being part of the group. She eventually joined their clique and I was in the target. I got the cold shoulder in a job where you can't do everything alone and you do need others' help. And it was hell dealing with them. It was draining and stressful going into work. Many other situations like this have occurred. I'm quite comfortable being a lone wolf, but it does make you vulnerable to people who are cliquey. Lol, I could go on, but I'll leave it at that. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so this is the comment that we are addressing in this video today, and okay. This is why I can't take the workplace environment, because being in the workplace as an introvert, you constantly have to assert yourself. This is going to be part of a new series about power dynamics and how to operate in your power, how to use your voice, how to assert yourself verbally and non-verbally, because that's the issue here. So let's start off with the beginning part. The idea of being a lone wolf or an introvert, like a blank canvas, don't give out much information, and that can scare people like the unknown darkness. They think you're rude and uptight. Not only that, people paint a picture of who you are and fill in the blank canvas. This can be both positive and negative opinion. This can create people not liking you. Okay, cool. Okay, so the solution to this, right, is as simple as this. We can't be quiet in the workplace. You have to know when to talk, when to not talk, how much to talk, and who to. By the way, the fact that you can't see my hair today does really bother me. So I'm just gonna just dip. Okay? You have to find other ways to communicate who you are. The workplace is difficult now because of the uniform, right? You can use clothes and styling and makeup and hair to communicate who you are and to command a certain treatment as well. A blank canvas, you don't give out much info, and that can scare people like the unknown of the unknown of darkness. Okay, I've talked about it before. We're very private people. We don't like to tell everyone our business. Cool. Change that. Yeah? So what we're gonna do now, you're gonna have set answers. You guys kind of get the gist of the kind of questions people ask you. When my mentor got the vibe that I was quiet, she'd ask me stuff like, do you go out much? Do you go out much? And I don't club, we don't club. That don't mean I don't go out. Yeah? But you're gonna have set answers. Yes, I go to this club here on Friday nights. I go to this event every month. Yeah? Oh. Why can't you just do that? Because you feel dishonest. I'm not saying tell them what they want to hear. I'm saying have a persona and answers to go to for people that you do not want to connect with. That's okay. It's like a slap in the face. She wasn't asking me, do you go out? She was saying, I know you don't go out. You're too quiet. So I'm going to ask you, you're going to confirm what I think about you. Everything else is right. So you have to have set answers for people. It's as simple as this, guys. We have to talk in work environments, or people are going to assume our character. Why are you a blank canvas? Because you're not talking. Everyone's going to assume your likes, your dislikes, and your interests. That's how it goes, baby. So that means we have to start talking. In film, because remember I'm a writer, right? Every time a character in a sitcom or film talks, we are given more information about them. It's about understanding how to talk, right? In a way that you can say little and dominate and assert yourself. It doesn't have to be true. Does not have to be true. You create a persona. People that you just have to get in and get out with. So the girl in the comments, 80s girl, yeah, so when you first started, it's quite clear that they did not do it to you, they did it to the other girl. So the question is, what the hell happened to make it shift so that they didn't gang upon you? It's the group dynamic. People who depend on groups to form their identity will look at individuals, aka introverts, who spend a lot of time by themselves, as being weak and an easy target. They don't see you as being strong. They see you as being weak because they're insecure. They can't be by themselves. They can't hear their thoughts. They see someone to pounce upon because they can't do that. They have to be in groups. You understand? So my thing is, they took the girl into the crew and attached you. I think it's because you spoke to her. She cried. You validated her. I could see what's happening. You hugged her. You affirmed her and let it be known without saying that I wasn't going to join in, right? You let her know I had no problem with her, where you stand. You showed compassion, understanding, and awareness of the situation and what was going on, right? Weakness. What you should have said was stand up for your pussy clock. My thing is, when she joined that group, she told them how nice you were. When they started bullying you, it was her who was giving the order. Because she understood that to stay in the group, there has to be someone new to attack. If they weren't attacking you before, it wasn't the idea of the group. It's the girl who you consoled, who turned on you while she was in the group. The truth is, the girl never liked your backside, but her true nature was revealed in a group dynamic. So you're thinking, oh, she's a nice girl, she's crying, she's being bullied, she's a poor girl, she's being bullied. Because someone's being bullied, it does not mean that they're good. Because someone's crying, it doesn't mean that they're good. Bonding with this girl now off of trauma and abuse and bullying. You feel sorry for her. You think you're friends. You're not friends. There's no connection still. So when she got into the group, you saw her true nature. She turned on you. In order for her to stay in the group, she has to turn on somebody. It has to be you. That's what happened, baby girl. So how would you have dealt with this? You should have never consoled the bitch. You should have never consoled the bitch. So, Battery wants to do a flashy ting. No, sir, you're not going to cut off on me. Okay, hair again. Hair. Because it's too nice today. It's very royal. Hold on, let me show you. Very royal. Very black. Very Naya Bingy. I was going for like Naya Bingy today. You understand? Okay, the girls turned on you because that's what groups do. It's about group dynamic, right? You're supposed to, in a group, dominate individuals. You're supposed to lead or dominate individuals. You're the majority. That's just how groups work. Now, people can use that power, that group power that comes from being in a group and having other people affirm you and be on the same track and the same mind, the same agenda. You can use that power to do something good, or you can use it to do something bad. Most people use it to do something bad. You understand? The question is, could you have not joined or been associated with? So I know that we don't do groups, right? We do individual work. The truth is, you're gonna have to be associated with a group just for you to survive the workplace. So the question is, could you have been associated with a group in that workplace just to protect yourself? Because it's like you're too open, you understand? individual identity, and then we have group identity. You're by yourself, you make it a target. It can be multiple elements, you know. It's about the fact that you refuse to be part of a group, which we need groups. Society needs groups to function. You make yourself a target by not joining a group. Now, let's just say that there's no group to join, which I don't believe that. There has to be, because based on the nature of your work, it seems like to do your job, there are groups. Even if there were no people in the workplace for you to join in with, you could have had a group pick you up outside, so they could have said, after work, if you know they're smoking outside, you have people come pick you up so they can see she belongs to a group. That in itself is defense, is protection. Yeah, so let's go. And we're back. It did cut out. Okay, the question is, right, why did she attack you? I'll tell you why she attacked you. It was survival, guys. It was just survival. It's about group dynamics. She had to survive, and the only way she could survive and belong in that group and protect herself was by turning on you. Some people are just weak like that. If you're weak, groups will really reveal that part of your character. There you go. That's the answer. Survival. Yes, it's about belonging. Yeah, it's about belonging to the group. That's how she found acceptance. That's why she found peace, by turning on you. So the question again is, when did you give away your power? At what point did you give away your power? Because you did, for them to have turned on you. And again, I need what guys, this girl has just commented back while I'm recording the video, and she just said that they're white. And now this pisses me off now, because this just adds another element to the whole thing, another layer to the whole thing. You know, when you say that the introvert girl was black and the other group of girls were white, that's just another, because we already have a dynamic of like race, kind of a race at play as well now. Them kind of living in the world where they know that they can get away with certain behaviours and everyone is kind of subservient to them. They're at the top. So that's also another layer to it as well. So I want to talk about, when did you give your power away? So first impressions, right? So from when you first met them, what you were wearing, how you spoke, your body language. It's about what image you're projecting. You understand? And this is what I'm teaching in my course. My course is about, so you guys know from my last video, I'm working on like building inner confidence, and a lot of that comes from not only knowing who you are, knowing your strengths, and valuing that, right? But also being able to use your voice. It's about the voice, building inner confidence for most people, especially black introverts. The voice is a huge part of that. So I'm incorporating that into the course. So if you're interested in, you know, how building confidence as a black introvert and just learning like communication, how to communicate in different scenarios, stuff like that, then that course is for you. So yeah, you're susceptible to groups of people banding together. It's about how to assert yourself verbally and non-verbally. So again, in the course, I will be discussing this as well, because you can't always talk. We do have a nature about us that is just mild in our presence as well. You understand? So sometimes it's not even about what you've said. Sometimes you haven't said anything and they've all decided that you're weak. So what's that? Body language and clothing as well. So it's all connected to building inner confidence. Not only to feeling confident, but to projecting a confident image so people treat you accordingly. So you always put yourself at an advantage and you're not at a disadvantage, you understand? Yeah. Trust me, you're going to love it. Once you start doing it, it's going to become a game. It's not going to be tiring for you no more. It's going to become normal. It's not going to be tiring. Okay, so I'm building that course. So again, if you're interested, link in the description box. Okay, let's go. When did you give your power away? I'm going to use the film Hustlers as an example, okay? So Hustlers, about New York strippers who overcharged men from Wall Street on their card, thousands of dollars, while they were there. They drugged them and then charged them and stuff. And it was like an article in the New York Times and then turned into a movie. J-Lo was in it. There's two characters, the Asian girl's called Destiny and Jennifer's called Ramona, okay? So I'm going to talk about their dynamic when they met, how Destiny gave away her power to Ramona. Every time she gave away her power, when she spoke, in her body language, in how she dressed, in her silence.
Hey, can I get a light?
Where's your coat?
I have to inside. Yeah, climbing my fur. Come on. Okay. Freeze out here. I know.
She came outside with no coat and no lighter. This puts you at a disadvantage. It puts you in a position to be dependent on other people. When you're gonna go outside in winter in New York to smoke on a rooftop, go with coat. If you know you're a smoker, always bring a lighter. Sorry, it sounds so simple, but when you're doing these things the first day of work, I know you're thinking it can be done in a way where you can make friends, but be careful. If you're making friends in a way that's putting you beneath them, then no, don't do it. It's gonna backfire. The first impressions, you are setting the tone. You're letting them know who you are, what you tolerate, what you stand for, and where your boundaries lie. So when you're asking everyone every 5 seconds for things, it makes you look like a child. You lose power, okay? That's just lost power. This is the power move now on Ramona's part. Her opening up her coat, asking her where's your coat. You don't have one, come in here, come by my vagina, I'm gonna keep you warm.
Where's your coat? I have to inside. Yeah, climbing my fur. Come on. Okay. Freeze out here. I know.
Her doing that allowed Ramona to take up a mothering position. Even look at the body language, the way she's doing it. It's like she's mothering her, it's like she's babying her, cuddling her, you understand? Even the fact she's sitting beneath her as well. I wouldn't have put her between my legs. She's put her beneath her. So Destiny continues to give away her power already. It hasn't even been 30 seconds. Check yourself, introvert. Check yourself.
Freeze out here. I know.
It's freezing. I know. Why are you agreeing with every statement that comes out of her mouth? You can't agree with every statement. Don't worry about being liked. Worry about being respected in the space. You understand? Worry about self-respect and making sure that they respect you. Don't worry about being liked. When you worry about being liked, you're gonna compromise. Don't agree with every statement. I don't care if you're your boss or your employer.
Freeze out here. I know.
So Ramona has made a little comment. You could overlook that as being, it's not that deep. Yes, it is. People are trying to feel you out. On your first impressions, they're trying to feel you out. And they understand the concept that people start coming into new places, being vulnerable and wanting to be liked. So people take advantage of that. They're watching you hard. It's just what it is, guys. Know the game, understand the game, understand the rules, learn the rules. I will teach you the rules. So she's fucked up already, you know, fucked up with the coat, fucked up with the lighter, fucked up by sitting in by her vagina, fucked up by agreeing with everything she's saying. The introverts take note.
So, is Justice like really a model?
People who are toxic, like Ramona, and manipulative, know how to use silence to control other people. We don't use silence in that way. That's why people get so offended. They think that we're being controlling. We're not. That's another conversation. Ramona knew that that silence would make her feel awkward and that Destiny would feel it. And when you feel it, right, you're going to start talking all kinds of crap because you're nervous, right? So we're going to be able to see what's inside of you. We're going to be able to hear, you know, your opinions, your thoughts, your biases, how ignorant you are, you know, how determined you are, whatever. I want to be able to figure out your character. So now Ramona's been silent intentionally, and it's got her in this very vulnerable, kind of awkward position, dependent on her already for warmth and for comfort, right? And Ramona knew that it'd be awkward and that she'd feel the silence, and in doing so, she can understand her character and identify her weaknesses and know what to tell. Guys, either you with me or not. Yeah? This is the real thing, and introverts, we need to be aware of this so that we can assert ourselves and project whatever image we need to, so that we can ward off these demons, you understand? The voice is a big part of this. Again, has to be, when I'm working on the course, right, for myself, it's been really good for me. The biggest transformation that I've had within the course has been using my voice. I was like, how can I find ways to make this course and include more of my voice, because it's so empowering. I can't tell you how much of a high I was on. If you watch my last video, I'll link it. You can see how pumped I was. I was really on a high. I did really well. I'm so proud of myself. I'm really shocked. It's in me, I guess. I just have to like be confident to bring it out. I think we all have it in us. I think you've got it too. I think it's just a matter of sitting down and giving yourself permission and just to say, no, this is my character. I can be introverted, I can be confident, I can speak up, and I can brag on my skills. I want you guys to feel the same way. I'm really looking forward to doing this task, this activity for this one as well. But what was I gonna say? It's also about the questions that you ask and the statements that you make. So she chose to fill the silence with a comment about another girl.
Is Jess like really a model?
She made a comment about another girl, and it's revealed what? Her insecurity. So now we know what we're dealing with. We've got an insecure girl here beside my vagina who needs warmth and fire from my lighter. She gave away her power again. Yeah? She chose to fill the silence by talking about another female. Yeah? Putting herself in such short. She's saying, oh, I think that girl in there is better than me. That's what she's saying. She's better than me. That's why I'm asking. She's not really modeling this. I'm intimidated by models. Guys, be careful. Because everything you're saying is you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
I was a centerfold once. No way. 93. No fucking way. Oh my god.
No way. No way. No fucking way. Oh my god. This is like, oh my god, you're amazing. You did that. You're better than me. It's power thing. It's not that deep. It really isn't that deep to get that kind of reaction out of her. It really isn't that deep what she's done. But you know, she's playing into it. So she's put herself in that position. Now she's playing into it. She enjoys being beneath her. She enjoys it.
Back when Stevie Wonder came in. What the fuck did Stevie Wonder come to the club for? Casey had him in the champagne room. Swears to God he isn't blind. Wow. How come you're so good?
How comes you're so good? Why are you better than me? So she made her laugh. She put the Stevie Wonder question in, knowing that she'd go, why Stevie Wonder in there? They laugh, they feel connect. Yeah, for a fake bond. And that she feel more confident, comfortable, open up, because it's quite clear she's insecure. So now he's saying, why are you better than me? Why are you so good? You understand? Continue to put herself beneath her again and continue to give away her power. Introvert, no, go watch the rest of the movie, guys, but I'm gonna leave it there, right? Always mesmerized by this woman. Yo, she's thinking so highly of everyone outside of her, everyone that isn't her. You have to think highly of yourself. Whether you realize it or not, you are projecting that. And this is hard for me to accept that, you know, because one of the exercises that I did, which I showed you, was about talking highly about yourself. I am the best singer in my city. I have a certain note that I hit, and when I sing that note, they go crazy. The people just absolutely love it. I shut down church every time. Identifying your strengths and then speaking it and then talking yourself up, that's my gift, strategy and insight, and I think that's why I'm going to take over the world, to be honest. That was really, guys, that day I was filled with dread. It was uncomfortable as fuck, but at the end I felt so fucking great. If you don't think highly of yourself and you're not used to talking highly of yourself, then when you get around people can feel that you're operating that same way. She continues to put everybody above her. Everyone else is, wow, I can't do that, I can't do that. It's like, you're greater than me. She gives away power all the time, in body language, in her clothing, yeah, in objects, being dependent on other people for objects, for things, yeah. The statements she makes, and the questions that she asks, she's done it. Ramona's aware of this. The ranking is already there and she's at the bottom, but she put herself there. Talk about yourself highly, thinking highly of yourself. If you can't do that's fine. I have an exercise to help you do that. Go do it, guys. It feels so great. Go join the waitlist. It feels so great. I felt so good. I love using my voice. Because outside this room I'm very quiet and it's gonna come to an end, but it felt so good to talk highly of myself, bragging on my achievements and really just embellishing. You know, it felt great. So like when you have that inner confidence now, like I know my strengths, I know my good qualities, you walk with a different sense of confidence. It's not just about knowing it, it's about being able to speak it, being able to sell yourself. If I said, tell me about yourself to Destiny, tell me about your strengths and your best qualities, that she could sit there and confidently tell me. Or do you think she should have some self-deprecating comments to make, or should downplay it? She would, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell. If we were to ask Ramona, tell me about your greatest strengths and your best qualities, she'd be like listing them off. You can all tell. Guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. So this will be part of another series. You know, it still has to do with the black voice, but it also has to do with power dynamics within relationships and how we give away our power, but how to also take that back. You understand? So let me just say something, because I forgot to say how she should have responded. When Ramona said it's cold outside, she could have said this. One, it was colder last year. Bit too harsh. Bit too combative for her to be sitting beside her vagina, you know, in her fur coat. She could have also said, oh, I'm used to it because back where I live in my state, it gets to about something degrees around winter time. You understand? That's taking control of the conversation. I want you guys, or we all must learn to take control of the conversation. And you're thinking, I just want to get up to my desk, I just want to sit down and I don't have to deal with these people. Every time you think that you're always having a quick conversation and you just want to get over and done with, they're getting more and more power over you. And you're dropping lower and lower in rank. See it as a game. If it's too hard for you to do that, see it as a game. Even if she asks Ramona for help, she could still ask her for help, but in a way that is more empowering. Say, oh, Ramona, you know, I noticed that you're really good at doing this. Would you mind teaching me? That would have been, would you mind? Even if she needs help, facts. But how she did it was very disempowering. It's about making statements that are empowering, asking questions in a way that is empowering, because it's about maintaining the power as an introvert. As an introvert, you have to maintain the power. You're going into the relationship or the interaction with people already judging you, having believed that you are weaker and that you are beneath them. It's about how do you assert yourself to remind them, let them know, no, actually, nigga, I'm above you. I'm above you in rank. I'm higher in rank. So guys, just to recap, you can do this with voice, you can do it with dress, you can do it with body language, yeah? Asserting a confident image, but it starts with how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, and how you use your voice as well. Yeah? So guys, thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed. If you're an introvert and you have any more scenarios that you would like to ask me any advice on, I want to open up a section on my website, shukuraonline.com. If you have any queries or any, you know, want to share an experience, you know, an introverted experience, must be black introvert by the way. If you want to share a dynamic where that, you know, you struggled with it, you still can't really gain any clarity around that, and you still don't know really how you handled it or where you went wrong, let me know, and I'll possibly do a video on it and shine some light on how you could have, you know, where you gave your power up and the ways that you can get it back as well. I think back to my time. I said to you guys that I left the office. I think back to my situations now. Now I'm on the course. I'm becoming aware of my body language, my voice, and my dress. I think back to when I said I left the job because of the narcissist. I had to go. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the shit no more. I left, and I think about what I would have done differently from day one. Even just the way I dressed, I should have been sharper. I had this ill-fitted suit. It was kind of okay. I had this big curly hair that I wasn't sleek and polished and put together enough. I wasn't put together enough. I could have really presented a more powerful image. Now, I also wasn't very talkative. I should have asserted myself instead of kind of going along with everything. She noticed that I wasn't talking a lot and she saw me as being weak. I could have did that. Now, I can't be sitting around thinking about narcissists, but I do think back to that situation now. That I can see it in a different light now, which is really good because that means I'm growing. And that's just from taking this course, you know. I'm becoming more aware of my voice and my body language and how I dress and how that contributes to not only people see me as confident, but to feeling confident and to operating in a way that is more assertive. It's all connected. So guys, thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you're interested in the course, check out the link in the bio and join the waitlist, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. So trying something different today, very royal. I need to get first thing I'm gonna get when I get some new cash. I'm gonna get a camera that can autofocus, because this is driving me a bit nuts, you know, this focus thing. I did my hair today. I got some hair extensions. I was like looking for a style because, like, obviously I'm a confidence building course. I do a dress appearance, and I was like, I want something royal and Naya and natural. I identified I love my natural hair, you know, like I really love my natural. I'm really proud of it. I think it's just regal and it's just so beautiful, and so I wanted to kind of accentuate that. I wanted some extensions. I was supposed to get some I got some clippings. I'm gonna make some clippings, but actually I ended up doing this today and I really like it. It's just so naya bingy. It's so naya bingy.